Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Eldon Snaps here, and today I have for you something a little different. We're going to be doing a house tour covering the exact placement of all of our objects, because if you didn't know, there is a house that can fit everything you need inside of your house. Let's jump right into it. So the best house for this, I'm going to say, is the Homestead here right in the center of Sacrament. Now there is another house right up here for 30 silver. It's 5 more silver than the house we're at now, which is 25 silver. And you would think, oh, well, this one costs more, so it must be bigger, it must be nicer. Well, in fact, quite the opposite. It's not. The Homestead here, I believe, has more square footage. So we're going with this house. So let's go on in. Alright, into the living room, which is where we will start. We have our beautiful fireplace and our chairs to sit and be cozy if you like, just for aesthetics really. Really nice looking though, I love it. But let's get to the nitty gritty. So these two medium-sized boxes I have here will be for my resources. And if you didn't know, every single resource in the entire game will fit inside of these two boxes here. Thanks to that new update where chests can hold up to 999 items. Very, very nice. So every single resource will fit in these two boxes, and that's where we'll keep them right here. In this third medium chest, we have our important resources, our fallen embers and our torn resources, which are used pretty commonly, and I just like to keep them separate from all the regular basic resources, so I know right where they are. This small chest here, we're going to have our bombs. I don't really use bombs. I will in the future, especially if they implement a way to maybe buy them from a vendor or get them much quicker. So our bombs go here. And then in my big chest here in the living room, and in all my big chests, is going to be our loot for future builds. Anything that I see I like that I go, ooh, I think I want to use that later, I'll just chuck it into a big chest. Then we have our beautiful loot hanging out here. Nice accent, makes the house feel much more homey. Then we have our alchemy table here to craft our potions. Then onward into the kitchen. We have our stove tucked away nicely into the corner here. I don't know if there's a blueprint yet for a nicer looking stove. I'm hoping there is. I really love doing the housing. I think it's a lot of fun. We have a wine rack here for aesthetics with a couple candles on the outside. I think it looks really nice. Our dining table here. And for more functional use, we have our food cabinet this way. And I'm pretty sure every single ingredient in the game can fit in this one cabinet here. I still have yet to max this out. So that's really nice. All you need is one cabinet. It will hold all your food resources. And then in our smaller cabinet here, we have all of our potions and blade oils. Every single potion and blade oil can easily fit into this smaller cabinet here in the entire game. So that's very nice. Moving on from the kitchen up to this foyer area here, we have our sewing machine and our tanning rack. They fit perfectly tucked away in this little foyer. We still have room to go from our kitchen past the foyer into our hallway. Very, very nice. Easily accessible. Now moving on to the hallway is the bread and butter of the most of the stuff that we use. We have our forge, which is, in my opinion, way too big. They should reduce the size of this. It would be way nicer. But we can access it through this little corner here. And then across the way we have our anvil, so we can actually craft our stuff. Tucked away nicely. Then we have our sewing table and our woodworking bench. And then across the way is our sawmill. Everything tucked away very nicely. Still room to move around the house. Moving on to the bedroom, we have our bed. I'm going to upgrade this bed here soon. I have the blueprint for a nicer bed, so I will be doing that. And my favorite part about the house, and specifically this room, is this is where I keep all my builds, in these little chests here. So the build I'm currently rocking right now that I'm wearing goes into this first chest here. This is why it's empty. Then we have our Desert Tempest build that we covered previously right here in this chest. Everything we need ready to go. Next we have our Frost Paladin build that we covered. And lastly, in this chest we have our Fire Mage build, which is going to be our next video actually. Looking forward to that. And yeah, the whole plan is to eventually just line up this space. It's going to look really nice along this wall here too, with these small chests, and it will contain every single one of our builds. Very easily accessible, very organized. Absolutely love it. Moving on, we have more big chests. Again, these just store our loot for future builds that we're hanging on to. And now in this small chest here is where I keep all of my gems. Now, every single gem in the game almost fits inside one of these tiny boxes. These are all the gems in the game right here, except for one, our ice gem. I have to tuck it away over here because it just won't fit, but efficient and nice nonetheless. And this small chest here is our rings. Don't have an issue with an overflow of rings. We just sell all of our duplicates, and then we hang on to any rings we might use, such as these ones, for our next builds. Now, tucked along here very nicely is going to be all of our runes that we're hoarding for our future builds. And I ran out of space, so my plan is to just tuck away chests nicely and beautifully into little corners like this one here for all of our additional runes. I have another chest here actually that holds runes. That'll be the plan for all the future runes, because you can never have enough runes. And yeah, that's basically it for the house. I just wanted to show you guys that you can actually fit everything you need into a house. But I feel like it has to be this one for now until further changes. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you guys next time.